Okay, hey everybody. This is a video to explain how to do the Module 1, the first assignment. So writing assignment, which is a personal statement. If you scroll down, there's two places to find that information. You could look under Module 1 personal statement or the Module 1 draft. Either way, they both have the prompt. And so you click on the prompt, and here it is. So I'm not going to read through every single thing, but basically, you're either going to write a personal statement from a college. If you're going to a UC, you really might as well just click on the this link here. That'll take you to the 8 questions, and I believe you have to fill out 4 of them. And also on that note, if you did this for your AP class last year, just choose the other 2, because I think AP students still do 2 of them, and then just choose 2 other ones. So you can do that. If you're not going to UC, if you're going to a private or out of state and they have their own personal statements, great. Whatever. If you do a personal statement, just make sure that you include the prompt so I know what question you're answering. If you're going to a CSU, community college, military, going to work, and you want to write a personal statement, you can. You just write a 2.5-page paper that explains how your personality traits will help you succeed. For those students, I think this would be more useful for you if you do job interview questions, because these are the types of questions that you're really going to answer a lot of when you apply for a job. These are very standard questions. And if you do this, just make sure that each answer is about half a page. So you're probably going to write about, 5 questions or so, 4 or 5. Well, yeah, somewhere in there. And the reason for that, each answer needs to include a narrative. The more specific you can be with an answer, the better. And the way that you be specific, is to give an example. So if you give it says, what are your strengths? We'll give an example. Don't just say my strength is, I get along with people. We'll give an example of a job you're at or a group you're hanging out with, at a club, at school, or something like that, that other people weren't getting along, but you were able to bring everybody together. Like they want to picture you doing the job and helping people and, being productive, that kind of thing. So you have to give them visuals for that. So you tell a narrative. Make sure every answer says something different about you. And at the top of the paper, make sure you write down what kind of job you're interviewing for. So you just choose the ones that, that you have stories for. And then as far as how I'm going to grade these, there's really 2 parts to it. Number 1 is the narrative. Really, the more detailed your narrative, the more specific you are, the better your grade's going to be. So don't just, tell me there was a time where, I learned something from my grandma and this is what I learned. Instead, describe in detail the visits that you had with your grandma, and what did you do and what were you thinking and how were you feeling, and, be as specific as you can. And your narrative should have your personality traits come out. If you tell the story and by the end, I don't know you any better than I did before, then it didn't work. I want to know more about you. If I'm, trying to admit you to my college, I want to know that you're going to be able to be successful. So I need to understand your personality traits a little bit better. The same thing with, if I'm going to hire you for my job to work for me, I need to know, based on your personality traits, are you going to get along, or are you going to work well with the people that are already there? Your narrative should clearly highlight your positive personality traits without directly saying it, unless you're directly asked in the interview question. So, you don't need to say like, I am this, instead just tell a story where that kind of comes out, right? And then I think this is one of the best or most important things, is that to the best of your ability, you need to let the reader and interviewer into your thought process. Like, what exactly motivated you to overcome a challenge, or what gave you the courage to act away? Don't say, I was courageous, I felt courage. Why? What created that? What motivated you to change, or whatever it is that you're explaining. College and board members, employers want to get to know you. They want to know what makes you tick, like what motivates you, what causes you to act certain ways. They want to be sure that you'll be successful in their college or at their business. Let your personality come out in the narrative, right? If you're funny, and let it come out in your writing. If you're a funny person, add a little bit of humor as in a professional way as possible. If you're very serious, academic, write something that's very academic. But let them know through your writing, what kind of person you are. And then, the rest of the stuff's important too. Show, not tell. It just means don't tell me that you're funny. Like, show me through your writing style, or through your experiences. Tell me funny things that happen. You want to be convincing, but not in a direct, like, hire me. You just need to show that you're going to be right for the job or for the college. Make sure it's professional. It's aware of your audience. Is your paper organized? Does each paragraph have a single purpose? Especially with these narratives, make sure, break up the paragraphs. Make sure that each paragraph has one focus, one thing that you did. And also, make sure that your narratives are focused on like a single event or a single, some narratives I get, cover like 5 years, and they just kind of go on and on and on. And just get to the point. Like, just give me the parts that are important in the details. In fact, I'm going to add that in here just because that happens a lot. And then, be sure to focus that only the important parts. Very detailed. Close enough. MLA format, grammar. You can use first person. You're talking about yourself. Don't talk about me, right? When you do this and you do that. 2.5 pages, and I'm serious about this. Don't mess around. Right? 2.25 pages is not the same as 2.5. Turnitin.com, organized. Oh, and then don't forget your grammar assignment as well. Just make sure you check for sentence fragments and run-on sentences. Every one I see will be a point off. But if there's very basic typo errors, not capitalizing your I's, or just sentences that are just wrong, that you just missed, you really should have caught, that'll be a point off too. So, but out of 30, so you can miss 3 and still get an A. Okay, I think that's it. If you want to bring me a draft, I think it's a good idea. I'm here every day from 7 to 9. So, and you've got your first draft is due next week, and then you still have another week to improve it and write it. So you have a lot of time to do this one. You might as well bring it in, for help, but it's up to you. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks.